night in Oklahoma City, women living on the edges of society began telling the same terrifying story. They described a police officer who pulled them over in empty neighborhoods, searching them without cause, and used his badge like a weapon. Many of the women were poor, some struggled with addiction, others had criminal records. Almost all of them believed nobody would ever listen. The officer they named was Daniel Holtzclaw, a patrol cop who wore the uniform of someone sworn to protect the public. Behind closed doors and on deserted streets, prosecutors later said he targeted vulnerable black women because he believed they were too afraid to fight back. The assaults allegedly happened during traffic stops and random encounters while he was on duty. For months, the accusations stayed hidden in silence. Victims feared retaliation. Some thought reporting a police officer would only make their lives worse. Then one woman decided to speak anyway. A grandmother named Janie Liggins contacted investigators after a traffic stop left her shaken and terrified. Unlike many of the earlier victims, Liggins had no criminal history. Her report triggered an internal investigation that uncovered a disturbing pattern. Detectives began interviewing women across Oklahoma City, and one by one, more accusations surfaced. The stories were chillingly similar. Women claimed Holtzclaw forced sexual acts during stops, threatened arrest, and exploited his authority while they were isolated and powerless. Investigators eventually connected dozens of allegations to encounters stretching across his patrol area. When the case went public, it exploded nationwide. Some people viewed the accusations as undeniable proof of corruption hiding behind a badge. Others defended Holtzclaw and claimed the investigation relied too heavily on unreliable witnesses. The trial became deeply divisive, and arguments over race, policing, and whether vulnerable victims could still be credible witnesses. In 2015, prosecutors presented testimony from multiple women who described encounters they said changed their lives forever. The defense argued inconsistencies, and the stories created reasonable doubt. But after weeks of testimony, the jury had reached a decision. Daniel Holtzclaw was convicted on numerous charges including rape, sexual battery, and forcible oral sodomy. He was sentenced to 263 years in prison. Even after the verdict, the case continued to spark fierce debate online and in the media. Supporters insisted he was wrongfully convicted. Critics argued the case exposed how easily authority can be abused when victims are ignored. For many people, the most haunting part was not just the crimes themselves. It was how long the women believed nobody would believe them at all.